Hey everyone. I'll give people just a few minutes to get situated here. Welcome. I always try to start off saying thanks. Oh, Gloria. Yay. Welcome. Oh, that makes me so excited. Sandra. Yay. Hi, Val. Hi, everyone. Yay. If anybody else wants to say hey or hello or morning or afternoon, or please feel free to. I hope the sound quality is good today. I've been playing with it over the weekend, and hopefully we have no more fishbowl sounding classes. Hi, Andy. Hi, Val. It's Andy down the street or down the Straße. Yay. Casey's on, my cousin. Hello, everyone. Oh, this is so much fun. This is so nice. I think I'll give my parents a little bit of time to come on. But I guess I should say that this is live. So I want to apologize to begin with if we have any types of interruptions. One time my neighbors decided it was a good time to drill, and my husband is in the next room. So sometimes he has to take some phone calls. So you may or may not hear him in the background. I tried to play music in the past, but it tends to mess up with the sound of the microphone. So you just get to listen to my beautiful voice. And yes, so the reason I've decided to do this live, even though we can have all types of distractions, which we invite in since this is a yoga and meditation class. The reason I've decided to do it live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the same time and the same place is it's my way of showing up and supporting you during this global event, and to bring a little bit of calm to this chaos and the sadness as well. So my goal and my mission during this is to pump you full of positive emotions, hopefully leaving you feeling really recharged and uplifted, because negative emotions, any type of fear and stress and anxiety can cause us to feel really depleted and really low. And I wish the opposite. So I would love to pump you full of positivity. And the way I try to do that is through starting each class off with a meditation to gently let go of some of that negativity and invite in some of the positive. And then we go into a nice yoga flow, and then we end in Reiki. And Reiki is just it's just universal energy healing. And since we're all energy beings, and it's just basically another meditation of just sending love to ourselves and then to everyone else and in the world as well. And I think that's just a lovely way of always wrapping up each class. Gloria does one of these, and if I say hi, Valerie. Oh, Tina, hi. And every day I start off with a theme, and it's kind of weaved throughout class. So today's theme is I open new doors to life. I rejoice in what I have and know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. So that's today's theme of just kind of opening doors to life with wide open arms, and just trusting that life will be wonderful, and knowing that each experience it will be positive. Today will be a lot of kind of opened arm movements of really opening up our arms, opening up the doors to these new wonderful experiences. Excuse me. Hey, Ramina. So, and Vivi, I guess Vivian's with you too. Hi, Vivi. We will settle into a little bit of a meditation to start. Last week or last Friday, I introduced to you alternate nostril breathing. And that is a kind of a more of a breathing technique for mindfulness. Oh, hey, Louise. And And I gave it to you as a little bit of homework assignment to work on over the weekend, very gentle homework assignment. And if this is your first time, no worries, I will teach it again. But I do think this is a lovely technique, and it helps to lower anxiety and stress. And it just helps to create some stillness and harmony, which is the reason why I introduced it last week. Okay, so I invite you to get into a comfortable seated position. So whether that is on a chair or on the edge of your sofa or on the ground on a pillow, that's fine. So go ahead and get to a comfortable seated position. Also, since this involves kind of breathing out of our nose, I invite you to blow your nose quickly. Just to blow your nose to kind of clear that out, or it might be more distracting than helpful. And I've already done that before going live, so you don't have to hear me blow my nose. Okay, so go ahead and get into that comfortable position after you've blown your nose. And as you're seated, I invite you to kind of sit in a more upright position. Your neck in line, kind of in a straight line here, so that the air flows, the breath flows more freely. And you'll just kind of have your hands open. So you'll have your left hand on your lap, palm facing up or down, doesn't matter. And with your right hand, you're going to bring your index finger and your middle finger down. So it's not this, it's this. Okay, so pointer finger and middle finger. And what you're going to do is you're going to close off your right nostril with your, Tiffany, this is so encouraging, Valerie. Oh, thanks. So we're going to close off our right nostril with our right thumb. So you're going to take a nice deep inhale through your left nostril. And you're going to seal the left and exhale through your right. Inhale through your right. Seal and exhale through your left. Inhale, then seal. Inhale, then seal. So the trick is basically after the inhale, you seal that side. So we're going to go through a couple together, and I do invite you to close your eyes. So we're going to close off our right side with our right thumb, the eyes closed. Deep inhale through our left. Close off the side. Exhale. Inhale through your right. Seal. Exhale. Inhale. Seal. Exhale. Inhale. Seal. And go ahead and do a few on your own. Just alternating back and forth, sealing after the inhale. Making sure your forehead is relaxed and your jaw is relaxed. Just focusing on the breath. This is a little bit of yoga for the mind. And just 2 more cycles. And exhale. And go ahead and remove your hand, keeping your eyes closed. Deep inhale in through both nostrils. And slow exhale. Slow inhale. And slow exhale. And on the exhale, release. Inhale, receive. And exhale, release any fears or doubts, any stress, any tension. And inhale, love and appreciation and support and peace. And exhale, and release. Inhale, receive. A few more breaths here. Just relaxing the shoulders as you breathe. And on your next inhale, just begin to slowly bat your eyelashes and come back to the room. Well, I hope that breathing was nice. I do encourage you to maybe practice it. I know if this was your first time, it's not the easiest breathing technique, but that's also what can kind of make it fun. You can also do this in the evening. So maybe before you go to bed while you're lying down to help decrease any stress or anxiety that you might be carrying from the day. So I do encourage that breathing technique before even a meditation or before you go to sleep. Okay, so I'm going to scoop back now and we will begin our yoga practice. Okay, and this time we're going to start on our back. Ooh, sorry, I have to fix the camera really quick so you can see me. Okay, we're going to start on our back. Nice and gentle, coming down to the floor. We're going to inhale our feet up, straight into the sky. I'm just going to point and flex our feet. If you need to keep your knees bent, that's okay. And inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Might feel a nice stretch in the back of your legs. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Just going to do some little circles as well, just to warm up the ankles. And opposite. I'm just kind of doing whatever feels good. Kind of warming that up. If you can straighten your legs a little bit. Very good. Just warming up the feet. Warming up the hamstrings. Good. And on an exhale, give yourself a nice big hug. Oof. And pushing the knees ever so gently away. Just doing some gentle circles with our knees to warm up our lower back. Inhale as you push away. Exhale as you come forward. And we're going to go the opposite direction now. Inhale to open. Exhale as you bring them closer. Very good. Bring them back to center. Give them a little hug. And we're going to drop them to our right side. I'm going to open up our arms. I'm a little stuck here. But you're going to open up your arms to a T. You're going to look over your left shoulder as your legs are to your right. And a nice gentle twist. It's nice and gentle breathing into your lower belly. Into that twist. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, dropping to the left side, looking over your right shoulder. Nice, gentle twist. Breathing into our lower belly. Feeling that nice little twist. Inhale, legs to center. One more little hug, bringing our forehead to our knees. Excellent. We'll kind of fall to our side here. We're going to make our way up ever so gently up onto our mat, onto all fours. And actually, we are going to open up our knees and we're going to sit back into child's pose to begin with. So legs are nice and wide, arms up or above our head, and trying to bring our forehead to the ground. If this is too tough, please feel free to bring a pillow, or you can bring up your mat just to bring your forehead to the earth or bring the earth to your forehead. Just nice deep breaths here. It's a little bit of a surrender before we begin our practice. Go ahead and bring your hands to prayer behind your head. Keeping our shoulders nice and wide, feeling a little bit of a stretch. Inhaling into our lower belly. And exhaling, arms down. On an inhale, coming up. Keeping our legs wide, we're going to bring our hands underneath of our shoulders, and we're going to do some cat-cows from this position. So on an inhale, bringing that tailbone up, lifting the head. On an exhale, tucking the tailbone. Last thing to drop is your head. We're just going to flow on this movement. Inhale, tailbone up. Last thing to come up is my head. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, warming up the spine here. I really do incorporate cat-cows basically into all my yoga classes just because they're just so nice and just great for warming up the spine and warming up the body and just this movement on the breath. Inhale, and last exhale as we push away. A little to our flat back. Knees are still wide. We're going to bring our hands to the outside of our mat, so just a little bit wider here. I'm going to press into my right hand, pushing away from the mat, and I'm going to inhale, opening up to my left side. Inhale, looking up, arms wide open, kind of with that theme of greeting life and new experiences with our arms wide open. And on an exhale, I'm going to bring my left arm in between my right arm and my knee, like threading the needle here, coming down, bringing my shoulder onto the mat. Inhaling, looking up. So you can keep your right arm here, or you can extend it forward to support you. So this should be a nice, gentle twist. Or you can even bring your arm behind, kind of on the swell of your back to really open up your chest, but we're not forcing. Just a nice, gentle twist. Very good. Another deep breath here. And I'm bringing that arm back over and to the side here. And on an inhale, we're going to push up on our right arm, bringing our left arm to the other side. So we have this open arms again. We're going to push into our left arm this time. Inhale, opening up wide. Open up real wide. That open door theme. And then exhale, kind of like threading the needle, bringing my right arm in between my arm and my knee. Bringing my shoulder down to the ground. And again, you can bring your left arm above. Or if you would wish to open up a little bit more, you can bring it on to the swell of your back and where your sacrum is. Opening up in a very gentle twist here. It should feel really nice on your shoulders and your upper back. Good. Bring that arm back up. And a little bit down to your mat. And on an inhale, you're going to push into your left arm, rising back up. Excellent. Bringing our hands back in line underneath of our shoulders. We're going to undo our knees. We're going to do just a quick cow. Tucking the tailbone and releasing. Looking up. And back to tabletop. We're going to tuck our toes, lifting our hips up into the sky, into downward facing dog. Just very gentle here, walking out the feet. Nice and easy breaths. Going to loosen up the neck here. Doing a couple of yeses and nos. Yeses and nos from armpit to armpit. Very good. We're going to exhale our knees to the ground. Coming forward onto our arms, bringing them up just a little bit more in front of us. We're going to lower down gently, tucking our elbows in on an exhale, all the way down. pressing into the mat to a little baby cobra. Inhale up, exhale down. Keeping our neck in neutral, we're going to inhale both arms above. And on our first inhale, we'll do alternate arms and legs. So our left leg, right arm. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Now to the other side, left arm, right leg. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And bringing our arms back underneath of our shoulders, tucking elbows in, activating core. We're going to push back up to our tabletop. Oh, sorry, my elbows. Tucking our toes and lifting our hips all the way up into the ceiling. Up, up, up. Very good. Kind of pedaling out the feet, moving our hips, feeling a little bit of movement there. And with our gaze forward, you can either jump or slowly walk your feet forward, whatever feels comfortable for your practice. Staying hinged at the hips here, grabbing our elbows, kind of going side to side. If you'd like to keep your knees bent, that's perfectly fine. I'm feeling a little tight today, so mine are bent. Relaxing the head. Relaxing the arms down like a rag doll. And then vertebrae by vertebrae on an inhale. Slowly coming up to mountain. Last thing to come up is your head on an inhale. Excellent. And in your mountain pose, feeling really strong through your legs. Inhale, both arms up. Oh, you can't see me. I'm inhaling both arms up. I'm grabbing my left wrist and I'm coming over to my right side. Nice little side body stretch. And release. And now I'm going to grab my left wrist with my right wrist with my left arm and stretching to the opposite side. Now I'm to my left side, just a nice little side body stretch. And exhale, both arms down. I'll come back to my mountain pose. And now we're going to move through a gentle flow here. So from the top of your mat, feet are firmly planted. Going to inhale, both arms up. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, halfway up to flat back. Exhale down. On an inhale, you can jump or just walk, step your feet back into your plank. If this is too difficult, you can come down to your knees as we lower down into cobra. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, peeling up from the mat, tucking the toes and lifting the hips up into downward facing dog. Very good. And again, with our gaze between our hands, feel free to jump or just walk up in between your hands. Staying hinged. On an exhale, inhale halfway up. Exhale, release. And inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae. Back to standing. Very good. We're just going to check in here. Always try to check in, see how I'm feeling, seeing how my muscles are feeling, noticing I'm getting more warmed up, checking in with my breath, checking in with my body. And it's always good to do this in our mountain pose, as both feet are flat, firmly planted into the ground. Feel that support and that security as we check in before we move into our next flow. Okay. From the top of our mat, bring both arms up with an inhale. Exhale down. Inhale halfway up. Flat back. Exhale down. Inhale as you step or jump your feet back. Again, if you want to do this on your knees, that's fine, but we're going to lower down, elbows in. Inhale, pressing away from the mat. Baby cobra. Exhale down. Inhale. Tuck the toes and lifting the hips into downward facing dog. Excellent. This time we're going to inhale our left leg up into the sky as high as you can. We're going to do a little baby core movement. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But on the exhale, I'm going to bring my knee to my left elbow. So exhale, left elbow. Inhale back. And now I'm going to go over to my right elbow. Exhale, crossing over. Inhale up. And this time on the exhale, I'm going to bring my foot in between my legs. So keeping it tight and bringing it right between my legs. Very good. And dropping that knee in the back. So my right knee is dropped. Excellent. Inhaling both arms up. Very good. Exhaling arms to prayer position. Kind of checking in. It's kind of difficult doing this when I can't see you to see how everybody's doing. I hope you're feeling nice and warmed up and enjoying that core. Okay, so for the next, if you don't want to lift up to here, you don't have to. So feel free to stay in this position for the next flow movement, okay? But for those of you that would like to, tuck that back toe and lift up. Oh, losing my balance here. So we're going to do a little bit of a flow from here. So I'm going to inhale my arms up, exhale, and I'm opening up the chest, bringing my arms behind. My core is nice and strong here. And on an inhale, I'm going to hinge at my hip coming towards my knee. Inhaling, arms all the way up, and my arms lift me up. On that inhale, exhaling, opening arms up. I don't have much room on this side. And on the inhale, hinging at the hip, bringing arms down and allowing those arms to bring me up. And just one more here and we're going to be done. So exhale. I don't have room on this side because of the TV. Inhale, hinge at your hip, bringing arms down and having them bring you up. Excellent. And exhale, both arms down. Go ahead and lower that knee down and that foot. Exhale, bringing my hands to the mat. And I'm just going to bring that leg behind. Tucking my toes. Oh, there is my knee. Pedaling out the feet. Exhaling, knees down. We're going to open up the knees and we're going to push back in the child's pose. Kind of checking in before we move on to the next side, to our other side. And on an inhale, come on up, nice and gentle. Bring our knees back to center. Tucking the toes, lifting the hips all the way up. Now we're going to do our right side. Tucking my shirt, no one wants to see that. Okay. We're going to inhale my right leg up, 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 up. And again, if you'd like to do this core movement, feel free. Or you can go back down to just downward facing dog and keep moving your hips. So if you'd like to do this, inhaling right leg to right elbow. Exhale up. Or inhale up. Exhale to our opposite side, a little twist. So I'm going to my left elbow. And up. And now I'm going to bring it right in between both of my hands. Very good. I'm dropping that back knee and that foot. Inhaling up. Exhaling to prayer position. So before we go into this flow, again, please feel free to stay on your knee if you like. So then the movement is just more like this. I gotta move away from the TV. So that's more like this, really opening and then inhaling. So you're just more moving on the breath. If you'd like to do a little bit more of a challenge, then go ahead and join me in the more raised position. So I'm gonna tuck my toe, lift my foot, slip and fall in the middle of this. All right, so I'm kind of in a lunge like this. My core is strong. My tailbone is slightly tucked. Inhaling both arms up. Feeling strong in my legs. Exhaling, arms down. Inhaling, hinging at the hip. Inhaling, bringing my arms all the way up nice and strong as they lift me up. Inhale. Exhale, arms. Inhale, hinging at the hip. Ooh. Bringing arms as they raise up, and just one more. You've got this. Exhale down. We're just moving on the breath. Inhaling, hinging at the hip. Inhale and rising up. Excellent. Exhale, bringing arms down. We're going to lower in that back knee. That foot. Exhaling, bringing my hands in between my foot. I'm just going to kind of bring that back. And again, we're going to go into child pose. So we're going to open up our knees and push back into that child's pose, that restful position. Again, if you need, you can kind of rest your head on your arms or just forehead to ground. Breathing into that lower belly, your lower back. Bringing the breath up a little bit higher into your mid-back. And then even higher, expanding your ribs. For your whole back, okay? On an inhale, come on up. Bringing our knees in a line. I know this class has been a little tougher than before, but I'm proud of you for sticking through. So we're gonna tuck our toes, lift our hips, and you can either jump or just walk your feet forward. Staying hinged at the hips. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. And inhale vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up. Your standing mountain pose. And checking in again. Just kind of checking in. I'm going to step back my right foot. I'm going to open up into warrior two. So I'm in this warrior two, and what this looks like is my right foot is parallel to the back of my mat. And my left foot is pointing forward with a bend in my knee. So my knee is not over my toe, so that would cause me to fall over. It's kind of like parallel to the wall. So this front leg is nice and straight. And you're almost like you're tearing apart the mat. And what's also really important is your spine is nice and straight and strong all the way up to the crown of your head. I'm going to inhale both arms up. Again, that nice open arm movement, being really open to different possibilities in life and trusting that they will be wonderful. I'm going to inhale left arm up. If you want, you can bring left arm behind. Inhaling all the way up. Gaze is up. And exhale, bringing left arm to left thigh. Inhaling my right arm across from me to open up nice and wide. Opening up to the ceiling, so I'm pressing away. I'm not collapsing in. Nice and open. Gaze is up. Excellent. And on that inhale, gonna lift on out of it. Our warrior two. Inhale, straighten that leg as arms come up. Exhale, bend that knee, and last one. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. With arms straight, I'm going to make my left foot parallel, and now I'm going to point my right foot to the other side. Going to my warrior two on the other side. Again, my knee is not over my toe. It's just nice and parallel to the wall. We're going to inhale both arms up. Straighten that leg and exhale down. Inhaling right arm up all the way up to the sky, bringing left arm around if you'd like, or you can just kind of keep it on your leg. Gaze is up, core is strong. And then stretching all the way up. And on an inhale and exhaling, unwinding, bringing my right arm, right thigh. I'm going to swoop my left arm in front, opening up nice and wide here. Gaze is up. So I'm pressing away, nice and open in my shoulders. Gaze is up, nice and open. Inhale to come up into my warrior two. Just going to do a quick flow. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, down. And just one more. Inhale. And exhale. Exhaling both arms down. I'm going to straighten that leg. I'm going to kind of make both my feet parallel. Heels in. And kind of heel toe it to a little bit of a squat here. So we're going to go into goddess pose, which is one of my favorites. And I think this is a really cool, really nice, powerful pose. So I'm going to, in an exhale, kind of come into this deeper squat here. We won't be here very long. We're going to inhale, arms to our side, and exhale, open. So my arms aren't bent to my side. They're nice and straight. I'm going to sink into that goddess pose. Inhale, kind of come on out. Exhale, sink back in. Exhaling my arms down, and I'm just going to kind of twist to my right side, looking up. Exhale to center. Inhale to my left side. And exhale, center. Inhale, straighten. And just one more time here. Inhaling, arms to our side. Exhale into that goddess pose. Hi, Mom and Dad. All right, and exhale, release. Awesome, very good. Really, really cool. Now, one of our last poses here. We're going to bring our feet back to parallel. So the edges of my feet are parallel to the mat. My hands are on my hips. You don't have to have that wide of a stance if you don't want, but what we're going to do with our hands on our hip, keeping my torso nice and straight, almost as if you have a teacup resting on your neck. We're going to just ever so gently, on an exhale, lowering down gently, gently, gently to the ground. If this is too difficult, you can feel free to use a prop. All we're doing here is just giving a nice stretch to our legs and our arms and our upper back. So again, we don't want to be kind of sinking into the ground here. We want to really be pushing away and activating here. Go ahead and play with this just ever so gently. So if this is already difficult enough, just kind of come like a little side to side, just nice and gentle. Just playing with this just a little bit, giving the inner thighs a nice stretch here. If you'd like to play further, go ahead and begin to lower your head. And if you can, grab your ankles. Again, if this is not where you're at today, that's perfectly fine. Just play with it just a little bit. Now I'm going to bring my hands to center, keeping really strong legs. If this is too tough, feel free to bend at your knees. That's okay. All right. So We're going to have our hands in front of our face. I'm going to bring my left hand a little bit more in line with my nose. And I'm going to inhale my right arm up into the sky. Again, that really open chest movement. I'm not sinking. I'm just really opening wide, opening up to life's gifts. Again, with our theme. Exhaling my right arm down, replacing my left below my nose. Inhaling my left arm up to the sky. Again, I'm not sinking in. I'm really pressing away from the earth, keeping my back nice and flat, my core activated. And exhale down. We're going to go to the other side just one more time. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Wonderful. With our hands here, we're going to just heel toe, kind of our feet a little bit closer. And we're just going to bring our bottom down to the ground. Boop. Just like that into our yogi squat. Just opening up through the hips here. Couple deep breaths. Nice long spine. Very good. And on an exhale, release nice and gentle to the ground. Definitely feeling a lot more warmed up this time. Whew. Hope that was really nice for everybody. So we're going to straighten our right leg out. Inhaling, left arm up, kind of hinging over to our right foot. If you can't touch it, that's fine. Just be at your knees. We're just doing a nice little side body stretch to close. Inhale, come up. Exhale with our left foot out. Inhaling, arm up. Exhale, just a nice side body stretch on my right side here. If you can grab your ankle or your toe, that's fine. If not, you're just at your knee. That's perfectly fine too. Just getting a nice little stretch. Inhaling, feet together. Just for a little bit of a butterfly here. Opening up the hips. See or something. Great job. And the sound quality is perfect. Yes, thank you. Okay. Lost my train of thought. Okay. All right, we're gonna lower down ever so gently onto our back. So vertebrae by vertebrae. Just gently, gently, gently. Till your head touches the ground. Feels nice. Again, doing some nice circles with our hips. And I love happy baby pose. So you're going to bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands in between, inhaling legs up, and I'm going to bring my hands to the outside of my feet. So like that nice little happy baby. If you can't do that, that's okay. And your hands are on your shins. Just bending at the knees, grabbing your feet, opening up the hips, opening up the chest. Nice little last stretch. Exhale. Now give yourself a nice hug. And a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of thanks to yourself for excellent practice. Bring you forth into your day. Very good. Exhale, release. We're going to go into Savasana. So our legs aren't touching. They're nice and wide. Arms are wide at our sides here. Nice big inhale. Exhale. And I invite you to close your eyes. Relax your toes. And relax your ankles and your feet. Relax the tops of your legs and your knees and the backs of your legs. Just relax. Just melt into the mat. Relax your hips. Relax your bottom and your lower back. Relax your stomach and your chest. Relax your mid back and your upper back. Relax your shoulders. And relax all the way down your arms, down to your elbows, to your wrists, and down each one of your fingertips. Just relax and melt into the mat. Relax your neck and your throat. Relax your jaw and your cheeks. Relax your eyes and the back of your head. Relax your forehead and the top of your head. Just relax and melt into the mat. A few deep breaths and allow yourself to just melt further and further into the mat. And on an inhale, just begin to gently wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Nice and gentle here. When you're ready, inhale your knees to your chest and give them a hug. We're so gently here. And on an exhale, go ahead and fall to your side. Just kind of cradle your head for just a moment. And then inhale, pushing up from the ground. Come up to a seated position. We're just going to do our last little meditation. It's a little bit of Reiki as well. So it's just loving energy. If you'd like to stay lying down like you were in Savasana, that's fine. If you would like to be in a comfortable seated position on a chair or on the couch, that's okay too. Or if you are comfortably seated, cross-legged on the ground. No matter what position you're in, I invite you to have a straight back. And I invite you to close your eyes. You can have your hands just gently resting on your legs. I invite you to close your eyes. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. And exhale fully. Nice deep inhale through your nose. And exhale fully. And I invite you to imagine as if you are standing on the tip of your nose, a tiny little person on the end of your nose. And on an inhale, you move up in between your eyes. And on another inhale, you're standing on the top of your head, just kind of looking out. And on another inhale, you drop inside your mind. And on another inhale, you drop inside your throat. And on another inhale, you drop inside of your heart. Now bringing your awareness to your heart center. Imagine as if you are breathing in and out of your heart center. Just breathing just ever so slowly, just a little slower and deeper through your heart center. And now I invite you to remember a loving memory, just the most beautiful memory you can think of, whether it was when you held your baby in your arms for the first time, just held that innocent baby in your arms and feeling all that love. Or perhaps a memory of hugging your parents or a partner or a loved one. Just that deep, loving hug, that safe, compassionate hug, just melting into their arms and feeling all that love in your heart center. And perhaps envisioning it as the color gold, this beautiful gold love, this feeling of being held, that loving memory. And as it gets stronger and as it spreads through your body, it spreads down into your hips and into your legs and into your feet. And then it spreads up into your shoulders and down your arms into your fingertips. And it spreads up your neck and into your head. And you're just glowing this gold light. And it's getting so strong. This love is spreading and feels so deep. And it gets so strong that you push it outside of you. And now you're surrounded in this gold light, this gold warm blanket, almost as if you're in this gold snow globe. And this beautiful warm blanket, and you push it out even further outside of you, filling the whole room, and perhaps anybody else in the room with you, just surrounding them in this beautiful love, this gentle, compassionate love. As it fills you up and it keeps spreading further and further through to the next room and throughout your whole house or your apartment, filling it with this gold light, this warm blanket, and pushing it even further, surrounding your house, and it's connecting to the neighbors, pushing it further and further to all of your neighbors in your neighborhood, pushing it even further and further. Your whole town and then your whole city is surrounded in this love, embraced in this. And push it even further that it's surrounding your whole state. And push it even further that it surrounds your whole country. Your whole country is embraced in this loving bubble, this warm gold blanket. And push it even further to surrounding countries, to our neighbors in those countries. And push it even further and further to all neighboring countries. And keep pushing this love further and further out and out and out to the whole world, to all landmass, to all the water and the oceans, surrounding all of Earth in this beautiful gold loving light. It's blanketed in this love. And now begin to have a little bit of a bird's eye view from space as you see Earth in this gold blanket, this shimmering light. And perhaps you feel the sun on your neck. It's warm, it's love radiating back to you. And perhaps in the distance, maybe really far up, you notice a really bright star, the brightest star you've ever seen. You grab that star, you pick that star, and you hold it ever so tight to your chest. And you're holding on to it. You can feel its love and its support and its compassion in your hand. And as you come back down ever so slowly back into earth, just down, 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 coming back down into earth, over your country, over your state, just nice and gentle, slow down, over your city, over your neighborhood, over your home, and into your room, and then back into your body, still holding that star. And with a deep breath in, inhale and press that star into your heart. This love, this support from the universe, and trusting that with each experience, everything's going to be okay. And that you are loved. And on an inhale, gently begin to bat your eyelashes open, bringing you back into the room. Bring you back here. May you always have clarity of thought. May you always speak your truth. And may your heart always be filled with love, compassion, and open arms to new wonderful experiences. Namaste. And don't forget, namaste at home. Okay? Thank you. And thank you so much for joining. I see Tina said that was my first time yoga ever, even though I cheated all the time. I'm so done. Thanks for the lesson. See you tomorrow. I have my tutor with tomorrow. Awesome. Well, I hope all of you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me live. Again, I do this live to be here presently to support you, and so that you know that you have a community here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the same time. So it's 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern Standard, and then over here in Europe at 5. Really hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, thank you so much for connecting. And it's so nice to be able to do that with you during all this craziness. And Louise says, thank you. Sandra says, whoa, that was so good. Andy, another great yoga session. Thanks, Val. Sandra, love the poses. Oh, good. Gloria says, love, love, love. You're the goddess. No, you're the goddess, Gloria. Casey, thanks, Val. The fam says hello. Hey, fam. We're going to be so strong after quarantine. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to be mentally strong, mindfully strong, physically strong, and everything, which is, I think, actually really awesome to know that, I open new doors to life, rejoice in what I have. So just thinking positively of what we already have and what we're so grateful for, and then know that fresh new experiences are always ahead, and to greet them with arms wide open. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you on Wednesday, same time and same place, because I'm namasteing at home. All right. Well, thank you again, and love you all. Bye.